I thought it might be fun to do a 1-week review of using my Kobo Clara. Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizardly Reads, and today guys, what we are doing is we are doing a product review of this e-reader, the Kobo Clara Color. But before we get into that, please do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel as it does help the channel grow. You can check the description box down below for links to all of my social media, including the Discord, where we've got an amazing bookish community, and my Patreon/book club, which you can join for as little as $1 a month. With that out of the way, guys, we're going to jump right on into this. So essentially, I switched from the Kindle Signature straight to the Kobo Clara Color. Now, I do have the Color because it was the cheaper option for me. I couldn't quite afford the Libra, but I feel like I want to get my hands on a Kobo Libra because of the buttons, and it's got the bigger screen size. One of the things you can see right off the bat is this is the Kindle Paperwhite, and this is the Kobo Clara. This is a bigger screen. This is a smaller screen. So Kobo, if you want to send me a Libra, I will happily review it and use it and love it. I promise. Anyway, that out of the way. Just first thoughts and impressions. I've been using this for a week. You can see I'm currently reading I'm Afraid You've Got Dragons, which is one of the features I really want to talk about, is the lock screen. Again, we've got the Paperwhite right here where it is trying to sell you a book. Meanwhile, the Kobo is not trying to sell me a book. It's telling me what book I'm currently reading, and it's telling me just how far into that book I am. This is a feature I really love because it seems more geared towards reading versus selling me digital products. So yes, you can buy off of the Kobo, but it's not the main focus of the device, and I really enjoy that. Again, the color isn't super vivid, but I also don't have the brightness super geared up. So the color, I don't know if I necessarily needed a color e-reader. It sounded cool and I wanted to give it a shot, but I think I'd be just perfectly as happy with a black and white. One of the features I love the best is the lock button is right here on the back. It is prominent, and I can basically prop up my e-reader without having it turn off on me, because on the Kindle, the lock button is on the bottom, and so whenever you put it down somewhere, there is a good chance you are going to hit that button, and it is going to, well, lock on you while you're currently reading it. One of the features I don't like on the Kobo is you can see that it has a bezel and the screen is not flush, which basically means all kinds of debris can kind of get stuck in this bezel, and so I'm constantly kind of wiping that out. I don't particularly love that. The whole body chassis is plastic, and it does have some flex to it, unlike the Kindle, which doesn't really flex all that much. This feels better made than this. This is, of course, made from recycled plastic, which I do like. So that is something that I've kind of had to become okay with, is having a more 100% plastic e-reader. It does feel a little less sturdy, but I haven't had any real problems. Something of note that I do want to mention before I forget about it is, upon taking this out of the box, I do have one dead pixel, and it's kind of right in here and will only show up if the backlight is on. So that's something that I don't, there might be some quality control issues with the Kobo right there. And getting this took me 3 weeks. It took 3 weeks to ship, and it makes me very hesitant to send it back for another one. So shipping time takes quite a long time. Now, in terms of software responsiveness, I have found that I feel like I almost said Kindle, this Kobo is snappier, it's quicker, it takes prompts faster than the Kindle Paperwhite. I actually find that I enjoy the software experience a little bit better here. But one of the downsides is, by pulling out of the Amazon ecosystem, and basically you can control everything with a Kindle that you need to control on the Kindle. As a reader and a reviewer, I get a lot of sideload books. I get a lot of EPUBs. I get a lot of Mobies. Well, I guess I used to get a lot of Mobies. I get a lot of EPUBs now of review copies that I need to sideload onto the Kobo. It's very hard to do this wirelessly, or I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I have yet to find a way to do it. And so I use a program that I had to download called Calibre. So you can't just hook up your Kobo and sideload that way like you can, or you used to be able to with the Kindle. I don't know if you can still do that. That might be the feature that they took away. But Calibre is, it's very quick and easy to get to use. So I was very quickly able, once I understood how to use Calibre, I just watched a couple 3-minute videos, and I was basically able to upload my entire EPUB library that I have received from various indie authors across the years, and within moments it was all right here on my Kobo. So that was very, very good. I have signed up for Kobo Plus, but I haven't found anything I've really wanted to read off of Kobo Plus. And additionally, whenever I go to search something, it gives me like 40 pages. So if I like type in an author's name, it'll give me like 40 results. Only the first 10 really seem to be relevant. So it's not a really well established marketplace. You can definitely feel that the Kobo ecosystem is much, much smaller than that of Kindle. So I'm sure like if I do like a 1 month or a 6 month review, that will be something that I can speak more to on. I do like the theory of Kobo Plus because you basically pay $9.99 and you get audiobooks and ebooks, and it's supposed to be like I think 100,000 plus audiobooks, and you can feel free to correct me in the comments down below, and like over 1 million or something ebooks that you can just use for free. Hooking this up to my library was incredibly easy. You just scan a QR code, input your library card information, and you are hooked up to your library, and you can download audiobooks, you can download ebooks very, very quickly, very, very easily. So overall, I'm really, really enjoying this. I wish the screen size was a bit bigger. I wish it felt a little sturdier in the hand. Maybe if it just had a little bit more heft. I do want to check out that Libra and get the side buttons. I feel like that would greatly, greatly improve my reading experience, especially with the bigger screen. But I find that the actual software, because you can just swipe, and this will basically control the brightness. Let me see if I can actually get it to do it. So as you see, you can just, oh, come on. There we go. Just control the brightness that way. It's very, very cool. And if you want to increase your font size, I'm going to regret doing that. You can, in fact, increase your font size. And then if you want to shrink it, you just pinch. And yeah, and there we go. It shrinks it back down. So I really, really enjoy those features. Another feature I like is it gives you a whole bunch of information straight on the screen that you can then just go in and turn off very quickly. The ones that I've left on is it'll tell me what chapter I'm on and how many pages I currently have left in the chapter. It'll tell me that right at the top of the screen. It's very, very, very easy to use. I'm really, really enjoying the Kobo. So am I going to stick with Kobo over the Kindle? Well, I'm actually going to be keeping both, mainly because I'm going to be keeping this for indie releases. If I can't get something on Kobo, I want to be able to read it here on Kindle. And not every indie release has an audiobook drop, so I can't just say I'm going to go to Audible for all of my indie stuff. Now, there is an option that indie authors can sell you their ebooks directly as an EPUB file, potentially. So I may do that when it comes to certain indies, but I can't quite pull out of the Kindle ecosystem 100% yet because I am an indie reader and reviewer. But whenever possible, I do want to use my Kobo because I actually really enjoy reading on this machine. I find it responsive. I find it easy to control. I actually find it easier to navigate than my Kindle. It just says you go back to screen, you go to your library, you search. The search feature pulls up all the books. It's not grouped quite as well as it is on the Kindle, but this is still a very easy device to use and understand. I'm thoroughly impressed with at least the Kobo Clara. And again, sometime in the future, maybe in a couple of years, I can go ahead and get a Kobo Libra and give that a whirl as well. But as I continue to use this, I will go ahead and provide you with more thoughts, just as I have Kobo Plus and I haven't quite used it yet, which seems silly to pay $10 a month for something that I'm barely using. But I've been able to port over my ebooks, and I'm like, I've got quite a bit to read. So those are my initial 1 week thoughts of just using the Kobo Clara. But let me know in the comments section down below if you have found any of this useful, if you are using a Kobo, if you're considering using Kobo, if my thoughts and my experiences have been beneficial to you. I'm enjoying the Kobo. It's going to take me a bit to get used to. But again, let me know your thoughts on the Kobo, or if you're going to be sticking with the Kindle and why. But that's all I've really got for today, guys. So I hope you're doing well. Till next time, peace out and stay magical. Bye. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons. Thank you for supporting my passion and my hobby. It means the world to me.